So Jamaica National Trials is on its way. Day one, we have the women's 100 meters, and I'll be providing y'all with a quick update on what took place at the Jamaica National Stadium in the women's 100 meters. And we're going to start off with heat number one, where we had Shericka Jackson finishing in 11.20 seconds. Crystal Slowly 11.30. Also Natasha Morrison 11.45, and Danielle Williams, the hurdler, she also qualified for the final, finishing fourth. So exciting stuff there in the first heat. Shericka Jackson looked real smooth though. She had the race under control from the start to finish. Shericka Jackson, as we know, is not the better starter, but in this one, she was one of the first out of the blocks and she controlled the race from the gun. And yeah, she looked really smooth. And as we know, she's coming off an injury last year. She did not get to compete at the Olympics. So now she has a chance to redeem herself at the World Championships. And yeah, she has booked her spot into the semis. Crystal Slowly showed great promise last season, only to miss out on a spot to the Olympic Games. So she would hope to redeem herself this season. Natasha Morrison has always been in and around the mix, and Danielle Williams stepping up from the hurdles after competing in the flat 100 at the Grand Slam track. She has now decided to run the flat 100 at the Jamaica National Trials. So we await to see how she will progress throughout the rounds. But yeah, that's what happened in heat number one. So in heat number two, we had Tia Clayton 11.21, Janelle Smith 11.28, Lana Reed 11.42 would have run it off the top three. And Tia Clayton, she also looked really strong, really smooth, commanded the race from start to finish. And as we know, she is always one of the first person to be out of the blocks, and she definitely displayed a really good start in this one. Janelle Smith, coming off an injury of last season, definitely showing great progress throughout this season and booked her spot, finishing in the top two. Lana Reed as well qualified for the semis. She had switched camp. As we know, she was training with Star Athletics, but she has now moved on, and we are waiting to see what she will do in the semis. Will she book a spot to the final tomorrow night? We are waiting to see what happens. But yeah, that's the update from heat number two. In heat number three, we had Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, the pocket rocket herself, with the fifth fastest time on the day, 11.33, winning her heat. And we also had Carlita Bernard, 11.47, and Kemba Nelson just behind in 11.48 seconds, running off the top three there. And yeah, that would have concluded heat number three. But Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce at age 38, and she has announced that this year will be her final year competing at the Jamaica National Trials. She looked really smooth, really commanding, and she's always the first out of the block. She displayed that in this one quite well, and she basically jogged the race. So yeah, 11.31 seconds, definitely looking smooth, and can't wait to see how fast she will go in the semis, or whether or not she will book her spot in what will be her final World Championships. And as we know, she's only doing the 100 meters, so she only have one chance in booking her spot to the World Championships. Yeah, last year should have been her final Olympics, and she wanted to end it out with a bang, but she did not run the semis in the 100 meters. So hopefully this year she will have a chance to compete at the World Championships for the last time. In heat number four, we had Tina Clayton with the third fastest time on the day, 11.27 seconds. Brianna Williams, 11.37, and also Shania Douglas, 11.67 seconds to round off the top three in that one, and the top three would qualify. Tina Clayton looking really smooth and commanding in this race as well. Brianna Williams also looked really good, have been having some pretty good races and some really good times throughout this season so far. So definitely can't wait to see how they will perform in the semis, to see whether or not they will book a spot into tomorrow night's final. In heat number four, we had Ashanti Moore, 11.36, winning Shanice Walker finishing second, 11.50, and Lavanya Williams 11.61 to round off the top three. So they're through to the semis tomorrow evening. So let's wait to see which one of those will also book their spot in tomorrow night's final. And in the final heat, in heat number 6, we had Jodine Williams with the fourth fastest time on the day, 11.31. And we also have Serena Cole, 11.52. And Kenesha Cameron, 11.69 to round off the top three in that one. So yeah, it should be an exciting semifinal tomorrow evening to top that off with the final in the night. Definitely can't wait to see what will happen, who will book their spot in the 100 meters for the World Championships in September to be held in Japan. Yes, viewers, feel free to leave y'all thoughts on this one in the comments, and we'll continue to provide y'all with updates throughout the national trials. As we know, it started today, Thursday, and it will go on until Sunday evening. So yes, if y'all new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. That way y'all get all the updates in track and field. Thank y'all for watching.